Hari Om to all the Atmajyotis. Let us start with the prayer. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Yes, so very happy to be back with the contemplation of the Bhagavad Gita. We'll carry on from where we had left off with the 7th chapter. We were recalling, we are doing revision of all these shlokas, selected verses. So we shall start with 7.16. I shall just share the screen. 7.16. Okay. Please chant, Deepa.
Yes, ma'am. Chaturvida bhajante mam jana sukratinorjuna ato jigyasurasarthi jnane cha bharatarshava.
Very lovely. Okay.
There are 4 kinds of people who would want to learn about God. The first one is Artha, the distressed. This type of devotee would remember God only when they are in trouble. Then the second one is Jigyasu, the knowledge seekers. This type of devotee is curious about God and tries to seek God through knowledge. Third one is Artharthi, the seekers of worldly possession. This type of devotee would seek God for worldly possessions. Then Jnani, that is for wealth or material possessions. The last one is Jnani, those who are situated in knowledge. This type of devotee is the wise one. He is the one who has realized that there is nothing other than God. He sees God in everything. He wants God and nothing else. There are no other desires or ulterior motives in such a desire.
Okay.
And out of all, Jnani is the one whom Krishna loves.
It's not
Though he accepts everyone as a devotee.
It's not a desire, it's a devotee.
Devotee, sorry.
What does Megha want to add?
My mother told something wrong, so I corrected it.
Okay. So what kind of devotee are you, Megha?
Jigyasu ki artha ki jnani.
Are you Artha? Do you pray to God only when you're in trouble? Or are you Artharthi, please let me do well in my examinations? That kind of expectations you have of Krishna?
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. All of us have. Yes. We used to go to temple just before exams. No?
Yeah.
Yes, or no, people? Didn't we all do that? And during that, tell.
I go to my school's temple. The temple is nearby my school before my exam with my friends.
Very good. And during this one, Dasra, I don't know you do. Here we do in Mysore, Bangalore types. We do Saraswati Puja. And for the Saraswati Puja, we keep all our books and pencils and rubbers and do puja. So that we get a lot of knowledge, wisdom, everything we'll get if we worship our books.
We don't do it.
You don't do it. So here there's a practice. During Saraswati Puja, we used to do it. So yeah, that is also all about Artha only. Correct. So Artharthi. I want something from God. Very good. Then that's perfectly fine. Like Deepa said, Krishna accepts that also. He said, okay, any which way you come to me, I'm very happy you are thinking of me. Better, no? Instead of copying from your neighbor in the exams, you ask God only to help you. Best thing, no problem. Yeah, continue. You wanted to give the explanation more about this?
Yeah. My
Tell.
mother is a mixture of everything. I can't believe that.
Mother is a mixture of all these four. Very correct. What about the other rest of us here in class? I'm also a mixture. I'm mixture. I'm chow chow. Yeah, I think that's a very correct statement. All of us are mixtures only. Pure gnani or pure only for wealth or only when I'm in trouble. No, it's a mixture. Very beautifully said. Yes. Yeah. Then, and we are Jignasu also, trying to come and understand. Yes, Heli, Deepa.
Only the last point, ma'am.
Hmm.
One who is truly desires of God will find the right guru, and through that guru only can the realization happen.
Perfect.
Such a person has to be interested only in realizing the true self.
Correct.
Only they understand and experience the wholeness.
Very correct. So the Sadguru will come only when you show interest in the last, in understanding Krishna for the sake of Krishna and not for anything else. Yes.
That's
correct. Perfectly said. Yeah. Anybody else wants to add anything to this? Madam Log. Okay. So nice. It was nice. Okay. Next we have 7.17. Who is telling us 7.17? Any of us here? No. Okay, we'll go to 7.19. Nirmala ji is here. I will share the screen. Yes, Nirmala. Hello. Are we here?
Bahunam janvanam ante.
Yes.
Jnanavan mam prapadyate. Vasudeva sarvamiti. Samahatma sudurlabha.
Okay.
The thing is, slowly we evolve. We evolve from slowly we evolve from atom, molecule. Like this we evolve. Then we become a fish. Then we come to a crab, which is in the water also and in the land also. Then we become animals. Then we become humans. And that's how the evolution happens. And even though we have become human, if my last janma was a bear, I'll have 70% bear tendencies, 30% only human tendencies. So that will continue for 1 or 2 janmas. And it need not necessarily be that next Janma also I get as a human birth. That's why they say it is very rare, very, very rare, because it is, we don't get the immediate human birth, we may not get. So what happens is we are not able to sustain. So all the things we have to do in human birth only.
Okay.
Among devas, you cannot become jnanis. You cannot realize yourself. It is only in human birth that you can realize yourself. When you are as a deva, you are going to be so that place is full of pleasure, happiness, joy, and all. But only in human birth we have combination of sorrow and joy and all that, and we have to get over the joy and sorrow and become equanimous.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is gradual, very, 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 very gradual evolution happens. That's Shankaracharya and Viveka Chudamani says, human birth is so rare that once you to be a human, it is difficult, and to be a male, it's more difficult. To be interested in Vedas and all, it is very difficult. Even if you are interested in Vedas, you may be only chanting and all. You have to know the meaning. Even if you are knowing only the meaning, after you come to Vedanta, then in that so many lives you have to perfect yourself. That is how you evolve, and it is such a small, very small, little steps only you can go. Cannot overnight, you cannot say I become jnani. No, it takes a very long time. So after many janmas only you become a bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Even if I come to God, as Megha and Deepa said, he starts with, oh, I'm in distress, help, that sort of a thing. Then he says, hey, I want house, I want that, I want this. And after a very long time only he says, well, what exactly is this God? He is Jigyasu, he wants to know. And then as he goes on and on and on and on, he comes to once he realizes that he is none other than Brahman itself, he becomes a jnani. So it's a very long process. Come and attend this class, minimum I must have taken 1,000,000 births.
Yes.
So just attending is no good. I have to contemplate. I have to make it my own. It is not enough that I attend the classes. No, I have not made it my own. It is no use. I pull out water from the well. I drink it. It is useful. If I don't drink it, I put the water back into the well. That's how we are doing. Suppose I attend a class, I don't contemplate. It is like putting water back into the well. What is the use? It has not done any use for me. So this is the way it is. We have to be one-pointed, and we have to go after it. First, we have to eliminate this ego and contemplate, go inwards, and then we slowly become one with the Brahman. So this is the process, and that's why he says I am the only person, which is most important thing, which the human realizes is after many janma, many janma.
Many janmas.
That's what he's referring to.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Vasudevaha sarvamiti. Sa Mahatma Sadurlabha. Okay. All right. Anything else people want to add to this? Many janmas. Okay. So our Sneha has sent in an audio recording because she is not able to be here. So this is 7.17. We will recall that as well while we play her audio. Let me see what she has said.
Bahunam janmanam
Oh,
ante
she was doing the
jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. At the end of many births, the wise man comes to me, realizing that all this is Vasudeva, or the innermost self. Such a great soul, Mahatma, is very hard to find. So, a Mahatma is a person or a soul, or that great soul that has come to realize the ultimate truth and is in constant connection with the innermost self, being Vasudeva. So, such a person is very difficult to find in the sense that it's only among human beings that this is possible, not among the other living creatures. And the human being, the human kind or the mankind is a very small percentage of all the living creatures in this universe. Among human beings too, very few are spiritually oriented. Only few have developed a rational thinking to find the ultimate truth. Even among the rational thinkers and the spiritually oriented, very few, they may lay their hands into the scriptures, they may attempt to study the scriptures, but very few will live the scriptures. Very few will apply the knowledge of the scriptures in their daily lives. Hence, it's a rarity to find a person who has the ultimate knowledge. So this theory, this shloka, has a parallel to the theory of evolution of Charles Darwin, which is that an organism, after constantly adapting to the circumstances around it and the climatic conditions and the changes in the climatic conditions, only after the process of such adaptation, it develops into the most evolved form, which is today. Similarly, for a human being, it takes probably trillions of janmas to be put into various circumstances so that he gets spiritually oriented and finally walks in the path and ultimately comes to realize the truth. So this should not be comprehended in a pessimistic manner. It is only an encouragement to walk in this path, walk in the path of the ultimate knowledge, consistently and steadily with self-discipline. Thank you.
Okay.
Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha.
It's not getting off. Okay. So same points as Nirmala ji said. The main thing is here, let us not be disappointed. So yeah, it sounds very imposing, no? It's very overwhelming that, oh my God, it's so difficult to find you. It's very overwhelming and disappointing. So that let us not get into that mode here. Do we know the story of three meditators? Three meditators who met Narada on the way he was going to Vaikuntha. There were two meditators who were meditating under a tree, trying to find God. And they met Narada on the way he was going to Vaikuntha. So Narada was very impressed with these two meditators, and he told them, look, I'm meeting God right now. If you have any message, I can pass it on. From your end, I can pass on your message to God. And so now, yeah, both of them say, yes, we have been meditating for several millions and millions of years, thousands of years. Please ask the Lord, when will I get moksha? When will both of us get moksha? When will we get liberation? And Narada says, okay, I will take your message, and he goes. And then he comes back. On the way back, he will tell the first meditator, Narayana told me that you will not get mukti until 10 more lifetimes. 10. And this sage was so angry, so upset, and so disgusted with God himself. I have done so much. And now you're telling me 10 more years, 10 more janmas have to take to realize you. This is a futile, useless effort. I'm going. And he drops, he drops his everything. He says, I'm not going to meditate anymore. And he goes in a rage. And the second fellow, he asked, what about me? What did the Lord say about me? And Narada said, for you, the Lord said, when the last leaf in the tree falls, under which you're sitting, the tree, the last leaf falls, then you will get moksha. And that man, should he be angry or should he be happy or elated or what? He started jumping with joy. See, we don't know how many millions of leaves were there on the tree. But he said, I have hope. That is, at the end of my meditation, definitely I'm going to get liberation. I have hope. Narayana has assured me that I will get liberated. And he started meditating with even more vigor and with even more concentration. And so when he accepted the verdict of the Lord with such a wholehearted, wholeheartedly, the Lord was pleased. And then in front of Narada's eyes and in front of this man's eyes, all the leaves fell from the tree there and then, and he attained liberation. So grace is what is most prominent here in our journey. Grace. The effort from our end should be on all the time. Even if it's on simmer mode, even if it's on, high burning mode, whatever. The effort should be relentless, is what God is saying. Be relentless. Keep doing your bit. You can do only so much, do only so much. You can do a little more, please do that. But don't give up, because I'm always there waiting to say Tathastu. Isn't that beautiful? So ultimately it's grace apart from our own effort, and attitude is what God is looking at. Our attitude, and then he will come with the grace. Okay, now we have done enough. I'm happy with you, my dear, and I'll give you liberation. No? And all these millions of janmas of evolution, Darwinian theory of evolution, it's fine. And even now it is said, Rahul will be able to help us. We share some 90% of the genes with of a fly or a mosquito. Is that right, Rahul? Even now, there's hardly any difference between the genetic code. Huh?
Yes, pretty much.
Genetic code of a fly or a mosquito, and then man is hardly a slight difference, apparently. And
but ultimately, if we all came from one big bang, then we are all. I mean, big bang got disproved now. So, but yeah, but if we did come from one source, then yeah, we are all the same. Even according to physics, also we are the same only, not just spirituality. According to science, also we are all the same only. So,
according to physics and biology and chemistry, everything same Panchabhutas only. No, Ultimately, the body of even the plant and amoeba and me, everything is made of the same Panchabhutas. Sattva,
Correct.
Raja, Tamo, Guna, different measures are there. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sari, 7.25 yaar madodu?
It's me.
Yes.
Okay, I have to pull it up.
Okay.
Let me see. I think, okay.
Mm.
Namam prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samamrita mudhoyam nati lokho mam ajam avyayam.
Okay.
All right. So basically, this is more like I'll read out the translation and then I would get into the explanation.
Yeah.
I am not manifest to everyone, being veiled by divine Yogamaya energy. Hence, those without knowledge do not know that I am without birth or changeless. This has been referred over here to Brahman, pure consciousness, Atma. And we, as Rahulji just said, we all are from the same source and we all carry the same, all Panchabhutas and the elements and everything. And when we are born from that same source, the moment we are born, Maya deludes us over there. And we forget we are from the same source. We don't realize that we are part of that Brahman or Paramatma thing, because Maya Shakti comes in and we get deluded. And again, Maya Shakti's qualities is Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. And we get carried away around this world over here. We forget to discriminate what is real and what is unreal, what is permanent, what is not permanent, and what's changing, unchanging. And due to our senses, all the five senses and all, we again have that, like greed, liking, dislike, hatred, happiness, joy. Our desires keep increasing, and because of the Maya, we are always want to possess more and more, and we do not realize what's the real nature of our life or why we are born here and all. And to realize that, to know the God, we have to, or to know the Brahman or some, pure consciousness, we have to discriminate between and apply that like a jignasu. We want to make sure, we want to understand that, like how Deepa, she just said jignasu, be in that state of jignasu, understand, discriminate what's real. It's this real or that real. Brahman is real or individual jiva is real. That's the whole purpose. And once we understand what's real, what's not real, we will know that we are Brahman, we are not separate, and this Maya is deluding and taking away from the source, and we get carried away. So the person who always listen, Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana, like Nirmalji was always saying, we come here for this class, we listen, we have to apply and contemplate through our actions or karma and follow the Dharma and understand what we are doing and why we are doing. That's the little understanding what I can share about this shloka. We can't hear you, Purnimaji.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said, Anu. All correct. I mean, there is nothing to dispute. One little thing is here. Krishna is talking about his Yoga Maya, his own birth also, because he was with Arjuna right on the battlefield, and he has been Arjuna's friend, and he's been with in among people for a longest time, but hardly anyone recognized him. Naham prakashaha sarvasya. I am not visible to everyone. Like I am visible as a body-mind entity, as a man, walking, talking person here, as Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, and and the fellow who stole butter and stuff like that. But people don't know me, what I am, because of my own Yoga Maya. Not everyone can recognize an avatar, no? So that is what is also being implied here.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cosmic illusion, would you call it as? Or
It's the Yoga Maya. It's a cosmic illusion, correct. It's a distilled form of Saguna Brahman who is among us, but we are not able to recognize. Because they also look the same, walk, talk, feel hungry, they eat, they sleep. So it's very difficult to recognize. You will perhaps recognize that person as a little different, maybe very wise and all that, but definitely we cannot recognize an avatara. And that happened to, through the ages, I think it has been happening to avatars because of the Yoga Maya. Nobody can recognize. Very, very few. After they pass, they'll be recognized more. When they are alive, it's very few. Like Ramakrishna was called a madman. People thought he was a mad priest, was always dancing in the temple of Kali, things like that. So that's also what is being implied here in this shloka. And to recognize an avatara, to be in his sannidhya and to get the wisdom from him. Bahunam Janmanam Ante means this must be the last 31st December 11, whatever, 23 point something hours it should be. By the time you come to that stage, no? My God. But yes, we are on the right track and that's all that matters.
Thank you.
Thank you. 7.26. Pragati, no?
Yeah.
Yes, Pragati.
So, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana.
Yes.
So, I know the bhuta bhavishyat vartamana of everybody, but nobody knows me. That is what, like in brief, and my little understanding is God is everything, everywhere, and is there all the time. So to know him is almost like impossible even for the great rishis or saptamaharshis or even the other gods like Brahma and these people. When Krishna was born, Brahma made a mistake and he was egoistic and he didn't realize the true nature of Krishna. So what can anybody else understand? So I think to know him or to understand him in itself is arrogance. We just have to have complete faith and surrender to him, saying, we are ignorant and we cannot understand you. So just bless us and, take us where we are supposed to be. Because I think understanding him is an impossible task for anybody. Nobody can understand him. So
you can only be him. That's what Advaita Vedanta says. You realize that you are him, then the whole problem is solved. No question of understanding. No.
Right.
But that's the truly the ultimate. So beautiful. No, I know of everything, but hardly anyone knows me. So beautiful.
Right.
That's God for you.
That is God. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So we'll quickly move to the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think this is Rahul.
Oh, yes. Namaste, everyone. Yes. Ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. So the definition, the explanation here says, O descendant of Bharata, the dualities of desire and aversion arise from illusion. O conqueror of enemies, all living beings in the material realm are deluded by these. So I don't know, last one of the sessions, Ali, if this story was discussed, I had heard this story, Purnimaji, so it is, there was an ocean which had the desire of looking at itself. So it just had this desire that I want to look at myself, and so then that's when it started evaporating. The water started evaporating, and the evaporated water became condensed clouds, And when cloud in the raindrops beelvaga, let me look at myself through the raindrop. So the raindrops become like the viewing point for me to look at myself. So the ocean, it is just as a fun that I just want to look at myself. And it started looking at itself as a raindrop. So, but that travel or the journey of that raindrop from a cloud back to the ocean is this janmas anta onda ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ. So our distance, that journey of that raindrop falling back to the ocean is where that body mind intellect complex comes off, and that raindrop starts assuming I am separate from the ocean.
Yes.
So I am a separate entity. The ocean is not me, or I'm unique, or the raindrop beside me is also not from the same, though it's from somewhere else. So that sort of that body mind intellect association bandit takshna, there is duality that comes in. So the moment I say I want this, it's like a buy one get one free. There is a subconscious thought in me which says I don't want this. I don't want something also. So like I want the love and affection of people around me. And then I ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ,
Correct.
I don't want a state where people don't give me that love and affection. Another one, it's coming together. So I always like mosru in the food that I eat. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, I don't want a situation where there is no mosru in my food that I eat. Another, it's also so it's just coming as a buy one get one free wherever we go. But again, the explanation as per the book that I have here, it clearly says the object by itself does not have any inherent duality qualities.
Yes. Correct.
Because of our association with the body mind intellect, we just perceive things as we want it or not. And connecting back to the previous shlokas, so Krishna is there. I mean, he's coming in different forms to tell us everything is the same. But ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಈಗ ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷಾಸ್ನ we are not able to recognize, or he might be not just be coming as a human being. He might be coming in even in the form of an incident also.
Yes.
So yeah, Kanakadasaro, when he like Udupi Krishna tirgadagli, even this ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇದು. So when ವ್ಯಾಸರಾಯರು, the Gurugal of Purandaradasaru, so they were all contemporaries alva. So Vyasarayaru, when he was doing the puja at the Udupi temple, I mean, Kanakadasar was standing outside, and he wanted to get inside the temple, and the other Brahmins didn't let him go.
Right.
ಇವರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ವ್ಯಾಸರಾಯರ್ obviously he was not aware of this happening. ಅವ್ರ ದೇವರ ಮುಂದೆ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಇಡಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಶಿಷ್ಯನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ತಗೊಂಬನ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ. So he delayed ante. I mean, the shishya's delayed ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಂತೆ. And ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ they got the ನೈವೇದ್ಯ. And but ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವರು ವ್ಯಾಸರಾಯರು, he just looked at them and he said, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಊಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಅದ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ, ನಾವ್ ಇವಾಗಲೇ ತಂದಿದ್ದಲ್ವಾ ನೈವೇದ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಕನಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ ತಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಊಟ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಅವನಾಗ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ. So they have, I mean, they knew that nothing is different, everything is one and the same. So in the form of incidents or in the form of historical anecdotes, Krishna has been telling everything is the same. There is no duality. So, but we are still stuck in this illusion. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
So in the context of this shloka, I think in the last class we touched upon this Vastu Tantra and Purusha Tantra, right? So this is what the problem is. Like you said, everything by inherently is just there.
Yeah.
Whether pure or impure or whatever it is just there. The purity, impurity is we are the upadhi, we are giving the quality to it. It is just there. A rock is a rock, a plant is a plant, a mango is a mango, an orange is an orange. So that is Vastu, pure existence. The way the God made me, I am there, anta. Purusha Tantra is what I impose my oh no, this mango is not good enough. This
Hmm.
mango is not ripe enough. I mean, sweet enough. This mango has got a lot of idu ankondo. We are
Mhm.
the ones who are imposing the expectations on the world around us. And we are the ones who are getting disappointed or happy, or everything is, it all comes back to me ultimately. What it is just there, things are just there. So in the previous sloka also, God has said, Traigunya Vishaya. No, what's that? This three gunas are watch, Prakrute Kriyamanani. It's all, have we covered that, or am I jumping the gun? So somewhere he says it's all due to Prakriti that everything is happening. Even the cruelest of fellows is a product of Prakriti only, because his guna is more tamasic. So it's like tathatha is the word that is used. Tathatha, this is how it is. Ashte.
Mhm.
Why do we want to look beyond and beyond, below and beyond, and up and down, and convolute and contort the whole thing?
Mhm.
So that is Purusha Tantra. I am
Okay.
imposing my this thing on this Santa.
Yeah.
So what I mean, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೂನು ಅದ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ.
True, true.
That's it.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is the last shloka which we haven't covered yet. 7.28, last shloka, the selected words in this chapter. Yesham tvantagatam papam jnananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam drudavrata. So people can chant, all of us. Chant madanva?
Yeah, I can go first.
Yeah, do that.
Yesham tvantwagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridahvrataah.
Correct.
येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Yes. Next, Suma, I'll call out.
Sorry, yeah. Esham tvantagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvandvamoha nirmukta bhajante mam drudavrataah.
Okay, nice. Anu, can you?
Yeah. Esham tantva gatam papam janma punya karmanam te dhanva moha nirmukta bhajante mama dridhakrita.
Okay. Deepa?
येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्त भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Good. Who else is here? Okay, Shaila?
येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Yes. Ramamani?
Yeah. येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Very nice. Pragati?
येषां त्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Very nice. Shweta?
येषां स्वन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते माम्. Bhajante mam
Drudavrataha.
Dhrudovrataha.
Very nice. Okay, I know Padmaja will be able to sing. Raina, you want to give it a shot?
Okay.
All right. Very nice. Thank you so much. Kamala?
येषां द्वन्द्वगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोहनिर्मुक्ता भजन्ते मां दृढव्रताः.
Beautiful. Vinaya? Vinaya, are you able to talk? Okay. So, what does it say? After having discouraged, after all those discouraging, if you want to say that, discouraging verses, he says, but persons whose sins have been destroyed by engaging in pious activities, they become free from the illusion of dualities. Such persons worship me with determination. This is the final word of the Lord. Antagatam papam. Those whose sins are at an end, only they can get out of this cycle. I, me, myself is that sinful life that we lead. That is the only sinful life. What is the sin here? Talking about the sin, utter selfishness and the narrow vision is the sin. That's all. I, me, myself itself is the sin. Being inclusive, being exclusive is the sin. Being inclusive is the right way to go. So that's the sin. Osho used to say, Osho, that great master who was most misunderstood, he used to say, there is only one sin, and that is not to be aware of your own self. That's the only sin. Once I'm aware of my own self, my true nature, finish, all sins are gone. And it's not as if we have to settle all the scores also. Oh, I still have so much score. I still have to do so much more karma to get rid of the old karmas. No, it's not like that. The moment the light is shown, the darkness is gone. Doesn't matter what, everything is there in the dark cave. It's all gone and revealed and finished. It's like burning. Once you put something into the fire, it's burnt. So this fire of awareness will burn all the papas. Fire of awareness alone. Fire of knowledge, fire of jnana. That's all. And so this is what the end of the journey is, this. Atmano mokshartham jagatitaya. So what will happen after I realize myself? I have to live for the welfare of the world. Understand the purpose of human birth and work for the welfare of the universe. To whatever extent I can. So mumukshutva is what we have to keep burning behind. That simmer, it should always be there. That mumukshu, we should always be mumukshus. And all my decisions should be centered around that one goal. Can we do that? Always that has to be the measuring yardstick. Is this for me shreyas or preyas? Is it going to enhance my, walk towards God, or is it going to, am I just indulging my own senses? Shreyas and Preyas Marga. There are only two choices. Our Prabhuji always says. The choice is always Nivrutti, Pravrutti. Nivrutti Marga, Pravrutti Marga. Each and every situation in life will take us to one of that. Pravrutti. Go behind my senses, go behind the world, try to get all the pleasure from the world. That is Pravrutti. Nivrutti. Go inward. The outward journey is Pravrutti, inward journey is Nivrutti. Go inward. Try to understand myself. That's what it is. The pravrutti, nivrutti, shreyas, preyas. These is the only choice. We don't have to think there are millions of choices. When we go to your supermarket, we have millions of choices of milk apparently in the US. This milk, that milk. How many sorts of milks are there? Which milk should I buy? That is not the choice we are worried about. You take the choice with your viveka, what you want for your body. But Shreyas and prayas, pravrutti, nivrutti. That is the choice. We need to be always internally aware of that choice. Am I going too much in this pravrutti marga? Should I come back? When to come back? When to stop? When to say enough? This much viveka if we carry in our lives, bekadashtaitu. Bahut ho gaya. No problem. As long as this awareness is burning behind me, it's perfectly all right. You can do whatever you want. So that's what Ramakrishna used to say. Try the knowledge of God. Try the knowledge of Vedanta in your pallu and do whatever you want in the world. Not a problem.
So, in this connection, Chinmaya says, it is advised that start a new line of meritorious action. Merit means punya. Is a contrast to sin, papa. And therefore, it is constituted of actions, feelings, and thoughts dedicated to the godly and the divine.
Yes.
All introvert actions undertaken in the recognition of the self-I am would create in their wake new impressions. In the long run, the patterns of sin that existed in the bosom are wiped out and the new divine designs are created therein.
Correct.
Okay.
All wiped out. Rewritten, Allah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Old tendencies.
When we think of exhausting all our papas and consider a path of punya, all our sins in the long run will wipe out our bad thoughts.
Yes. Simple. What we have to keep doing is keep doing the same thing that we're doing right now. We are all doing the right thing. It is said that a big shot is a big shot is a little shot who keeps shooting. You know, a big shot is a little shot who keeps shooting. So that's what we are all doing. Not a problem. So in the long run, definitely, like the Narayana told the other fellow, when the last leaf falls, you will get moksha. Athara, the last sin drops away, you will get moksha anbuto. But if we keep at it, grace, Narayana will come and bless us. That's it. Nice. I think we are done with this particular chapter. Please, any more questions? We have a new children, new people here who, any questions you have to ask, Raina, please, you're welcome. So many of us are here. Somebody can answer if you have any questions.
No, I don't have.
All right. Very good. Okay, people, anything else you want to share? We'll start with the next Akshara Brahma Yoga from next class. 8th chapter, Akshara Brahma Yoga. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೆಯಾ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? Any more thoughts? And close. What, Nirmala? That's all? Done?
You know, it is the Sangati.
Sangat.
It is with whom you associate is what is the thing. In the shell, the water comes in, the small grain of sand comes in, which is a disturbance for it. But that disturbance itself is converted into a precious pearl. It depends on with whom you associate. If you associate with a great person, automatically you turn into a pearl.
Very nice. Correct. Right.
One man was searching and he said, what is lower than me? And then he goes and says, the lowest is the shit. Let me go and see. And when he comes near the shit says, oh, human, don't touch me. Why? You are the worst. Yesterday night, I was the luscious apple with the golden plate of a king. And today what I have become, see, it is the association of this human that I have become like this.
My God. So what a thought. Yeah, I know. True. If Apple were to speak. Yes.
So it depends on the association, how you are, either you can make it a great thing or you can make it a worst thing.
Correct.
So coming to this class is, purifying ourselves. So whereas, the sunlight is same. You can commit murder with that, or you can do anything wrong, you can do anything right. Yes. The sun is a permanent thing.
Correct.
Like that.
Yeah.
It depends on what you make out of it.
Make out of
in your life. That is what is important.
It's scary actually if you think that I have the power to change my life. It's also empowering. It's also scary actually. So much responsibility on my head, Danta. But once that surrender comes, okay, God, you're all anta ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ, yeah.
When the surrender comes, you are put in a person, in a place where you will have satsangati.
Yes.
Automatically, you are in the best company because of the surrender.
Yes.
God sees to it that you come and you have the best of influences.
Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. You think of me, I will think of you. Don't worry, I'll take care of your problems.
Oh, should I go right? Should I go left? You are wondering, no? Don't worry. You just surrender to him. He will show you all the right paths. Continue there.
Yes. All right. Thank you all. We can close for the day, right?
Okay.
Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Arpanamastu.